a simple song, get the whole world to sing along. I'll call it a love song for you. And who knows, I'm liable to take a song from the Bible, and then when I'm through, I'll just sing love lifted me. Love lifted me. When nothing else would do, you know, love lifted me.
Everybody's looking for a way to say something nobody's saying, but that's hard to do. They're searching their mind, trying to find one of a kind way that they could say something new. So I'll just sing love
Lifted me. Love lifted me. When nothing else would do, you know, love lifted me. Love lifted me. Love lifted me. When nothing else would do, love lifted me. Your love lifted me. Yes, your love lifted me. And when nothing else would do, you know, love lifted me. Oh, love lifted me. Nothing else would do. Nothing else would do. Your love lifted me. I'll just sing love lifted me.
Welcome our chief guest. We can get seated. Siemi, Patrick, the members of the council, the principal, the deputy principal, and all protocol observed. Let me take this, welcome the council chair, the council's chair. Your seat is here, please. Deputy principal, your seat is here.
Siku ambayo umetunukia kufanya kazi yako katika nchi yetu, katika hii shule yetu, na kupitia kwa kazi yetu tutaweza kuijenga na kuiendelesha. Tunakushukuru kwa maisha yetu, tunakushukuru kwa uwepo wako katika mkutano huu. Tunapoanza, tunakuomba uwe kati yetu. Tunakushukuru kwa wageni wetu ambao wameshafika. Tunakushukuru kwa college yetu. Tunakushukuru tena kwa wageni ambao umeweza kufika. Tunajua kuna wale ambao wako njiani wanakuja, uwaelekeze vyema. Tumekusanyika hapa kuzungumzia mambo ya maendeleo ya nchi yetu. Na tunajua kupitia kwa mkusanyiko huu tunaweza kujadili na kuja na maneno ambayo yanaweza kutujenga. Utusaidie, tuwe pamoja tunaposhiriki, yote tunayoendelea kusema yawe ya manufaa kwa nchi yetu na kwa shule yetu. Na kupitia kwa haya naomba katika jina la Yesu mkombozi wetu. Amen.
Our chief guest, the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Industrialization and Enterprise Development, represented here by the Commissioner for Cooperative Development, Mr. Patrick Musiemi, the Chairman, Transition Authority, Mr. Kinubia Wamwagi, probably he has not arrived, members of the Cooperative University College of Kenya Council present, the Principal, the Cooperative University College of Kenya, Professor Douglas Dada, the CEOs of NACOS, cooperative societies and other organizations, keynote speakers, distinguished guests, sponsors of this conference, deans of faculties and directors of institutes and campuses and centers, the chairmen and heads of departments, members of the academia, students, all the participants, ladies and gentlemen. May I take this opportunity to welcome all of you to this first international conference on cooperative business. This is a unique and historic event, not only in Kenya, but also in the Cooperative University College of Kenya. I wish to emphasize the historical significance of this conference, as the Cooperative University College of Kenya and its predecessor, the Cooperative College of Kenya, has never held any such event since its establishment in 1952. Our chief guest, we are all aware that the cooperative enterprises are very important to global economic development. Because here we are talking about a worldwide cooperative movement which serves not less than 1 billion members. It employs over 100 million people and has a turnover of $1.1 trillion. That means the cooperative movement actually serves about 3 billion people worldwide, which is about half of the world's population. So we are talking about a very important sector. Kenya, as we know, again, has a long history of cooperative development that has been characterized by strong growth, thus making a significant contribution to the overall economy. Cooperatives are recognized by the government to be a major contributor to national development, as cooperatives are found in almost all sectors of our economy. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest contribution of cooperatives to Kenya's social and economic development is in the financial sector, where financial cooperatives, commonly known as savings and credit cooperatives, the SACCOs, and which imply the Cooperative Bank of Kenya, the Cooperative Insurance Company of Kenya, hold substantial savings portfolios, accounting for 31% of gross national savings. So our guest of honor, the selection of this theme of cooperative business is therefore very significant. It is the topic to be discussing now if we want to contribute to the debate of economic development in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to note that this indeed is a very important event aimed at providing a forum for interdisciplinary interactions among academia, researchers, policymakers, government and business leaders to exchange ideas with a view to finding suitable solutions to some of the challenges facing the society, the private and public organizations. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to sincerely appreciate the management of the Cooperative University College of Kenya, the Institute of Cooperative Development, together with the Conference Committee for organizing this world-class event. And I would like at this juncture to request the members of the organizing committee to just stand up so that we can appreciate him. Those who are here. Yeah, so let's clap for them. Yeah. They worked very tirelessly to put everything together, and we really appreciate the support that you have given. I wish all the participants a fruitful stay in the Cooperative University College of Kenya and a lasting experience from this conference. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Yeah, so at this juncture, I would like to call upon the principal. Yeah, so these are the staff members. Others are still on the way. I think they will join us as we go. Thank you very much, and get seated. Then we also have our members of the council. I'm sure the chair will do that introduction later, but currently I can see two. Yeah, the chair and one of the members. I think the chair will do that introduction better. I don't think the other people, any guests we have around? Guests from outside? Presenters? Any presenters who have arrived yet? Because the presenters are not many, we can give you the privilege to just introduce yourself, say who you are and where you are coming from.
Morning, everybody. My name is William Dumia from the Cooperative Bank of Kenya. I'm here to represent the Managing Director of the Bank. My name is Benjamin Mose from Coop Bank, Sacco Banking. I'm here to present the team that does business in the cooperative movement.
My name is Dr. Christopher Mairura from Kenya University.
CS Ministry of Industrialization and Enterprise Development, Mr. Adam Ahmed, ably represented by the Commissioner, Mr. Simi, who is also on our council. Chairman of the Transition Authority, Mr. William Wangi, members of the Cooperative University College of Kenya Council, the CEOs of NACOS, Cooperative Society, and other organizations, our keynote speakers. I think we have at least one group which is here. Our distinguished guests, sponsors, some who are already here with us, deans of faculties, directors of institutes, campuses and centers, chairmen of departments, members of the academia, students, all participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Is it very cold today? It is warm. Yes, it is warm, and I'm sure this being an event that we are hosting for the first time, many may not be quite sure of what kind of event it is. So I would encourage the committee to encourage many people to come in and participate and also see what is happening. So let them not be discouraged. Our guest of honor, I don't know whether my voice is too strong or something. It's vibrating and also it seems to be quite strong. Can you hear me? Yeah, our guest of honor, I'm very delighted this morning, being a very great milestone for CUCK, which is making great strides in improving the activities, and one of its major activities being research, extension, and outreach, where we have this conference actually falling in. It gives me a lot of pleasure, and also to extend a warm, special welcome to our guests, some who are here and some also who are coming. We were also expecting that we can have at least some international participants. I think so far we have not managed to get one, but we are not discouraged because we have started and we are moving forward. Today is our day that we are opening the third day conference, and we have a clear path where we want to pursue our vision and our mission, so that we continue becoming a very vibrant organization that contributes to the cooperative movement of this nation. We are indeed very determined and very, very much set so that we can be able to take our space, play our part in the development of this nation and also development of the world. Now, guest of honor, you are aware that Kenya is ranked very high in terms of cooperatives. In fact, recently we were attending a conference in Zimbabwe, and we seem to be too far from the rest because most of the countries in Africa do not even understand well what cooperative is all about. Now, this puts us in a position that we need, especially as an institution of high learning, to be able to put in a lot of efforts so that we continually contribute to the economy of this nation, to the development of the financial sector, the agricultural sector, the processing industry, the transport industry, among others. This fact notwithstanding, recent trends have shown that organizations have been able to survive through innovations, and therefore we also want to start, whichever small way it is, that we can be able to be innovative the way we handle our activities, and therefore give products of high quality, of acceptable standards that shall be able to give us a name in the global market. In recognition of this fact, our guest of honor, the Cooperative University College of Kenya has since been putting in place mechanisms and systems that will continue improving on our main objective of training, whereby we can be able to churn out high quality students. We have already also put in a lot of effort so that we can be able to enhance our research, and we have been able to do minimal funding and also development of proposals in this area. And this is going to enhance our activities that shall be able to start differentiating us from all other institutions in this country. We need to reiterate our dedication to these particular functions and also determination to succeed. And we trust that soon we shall actually be an institution of great standing in this nation. Our guest of honor, this forum, as we start, is intended to be an annual activity. As we start today, we want it to be an annual activity, and we want it also to bring together people in academia, people in industry, people from other countries in Africa, and also from other countries in the world, so that they can come together, we'll be able to discuss and challenge each other on the issues that affect our nation, especially in the cooperative sector. In line with the theme of this conference, entrepreneurship and technology for sustainable socio-economic development, the management of the Cooperative University College of Kenya seeks to embed a proactive and demand-driven research and innovation culture, especially in our staff and also in our students, so that they can be able to compete on the global market. It is therefore expected that the presentations lined up will trigger vibrant and well-documented discussions that will be able to articulate the issues that can be able to give us solutions to the problems that we face. Our chief guests, the university is very much committed, and management is really determined to be able to give the support, and we want to really appreciate the role that the council has played in bringing us to this particular stage, so that we have been able to see many changes in areas that relate directly to this university. Through our newly established Institute of Cooperative Development, research function is fully on course, and we are trusting that through the commercial arm ATC, we shall be able to reach even a wider market as we continue to work for this institution. As you are well aware, there is a portal that was opened by ATC, where we are not only working in our offices but also online, and therefore we can be able to provide our services to the stakeholders through this particular portal. It is therefore our belief that the dynamism that we have generated will be able to promote entrepreneurship spirit, and therefore put us in the right place in the cooperative movement. And you can be able to reach us through our website, you can be able to reach us through our Facebook, and any other modes that you can be able to access. Our guest of honor at the moment, we have an MOU with your ministry, and this is one of the areas that we really want to pursue so that we can be able to make a great impact. We are happy because your ministry is undertaking some project with us related to the cooperative sector, and we trust that this will actually enhance the cooperation that we have started between this institution and also your ministry. We are also looking forward to the government of Kenya giving us greater support so that we can enhance our capability, especially in capacity building for our staff. Also in enhancing our outputs in terms of helping the cooperative sector, reviving some of the cooperatives that may be coming down, and also bringing in the issue of technology that can be able to help. And we have done this in a small way already. We have linked with the county governments. We are now working with the county government of Meru and also the county government of Taita. And we are actually initiating moves with the county government of Nairobi and also county government of Machakos. So our areas of interest are actually through these collaborations to be able to yield some fruits. And we trust that we shall be able to venture even into the other 47 counties as we move forward slowly. Our chief guests, today we are also going to launch our first academic journal for the University College. You know that the journal is one of the areas where we display our capability in terms of being an institution of higher learning. Therefore, it's good as we contribute to other journals, we also have people contributing to what we have, because this is the only way we can be able to grow our people, especially in the academic sector. And this journal is going to actually bring in a lot of benefits. For example, enhancing research, promoting scientific scholarly awareness, enhancing exchanges of ideas, creation of new knowledge, promotion of image of the university, enhancing local accessibility. We have very few journals And our guest of honor is good to note that this will be the first journal that is directly related to cooperative in this nation. So we are very proud that this is coming to fruition. We also expect that it will bring in aspect of change of culture, the way we are doing our things, because we want to be more scientific, plus many other benefits that we can gain from the journal. So it is my hope that this shall bring impact, not only bring the institution up, but also in this nation, showing that cooperative sector actually has got a very strong scientific arm, and this arm is able to support the development of the sector. Our chief guest today is not a day of speeches, but allow me to mention that technology is vital for the development of this nation. Therefore, we look forward to development of innovations, especially in the cooperative movement, and this will be able to change our lifestyle and approaches as the cooperative sector. Our guest of honor, with those few remarks, please allow me to recognize some of the people who have been able to come up and support us. This is the first time, so I'm sure most of them were not quite sure of what to do, but a few of them came out and actually gave us some support. We really appreciate. We don't take it for granted. The Cooperative Bank, which I think has already introduced itself, has really given us a lot of support. We really appreciate. Nakosti also has given us support. I'm sure this is one of the first ones they are trying to support, especially this financial year. We really appreciate. Sasra has also not forgotten us, and we are very happy with what they have done. The U Mobile also has also done quite good work for us. We really want to say thank you very much. Can we give them an applause? Thank you very much. Please continue supporting us, and we trust that this is going to go a long way in enabling us to stand out as an institution of supporting cooperative. Our guest of honor, I'm humbled to say that I'm very grateful to those of us who have come. I'm very grateful to those who have prepared papers for presentation, and we want to encourage them to continue even more. Therefore, I want to wish all of us that we'll be able to enjoy our deliberations and also have a happy moment as we work together through this particular conference. So with those few remarks, I want to say thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for coming. I wish you all the best. Those who will be leaving early, when you leave, please pass our regards. Ensure you don't go back without any of our documentations, and I'm sure they'll be available, so that you can be able to plan to join us as a student, or to encourage a student to come, or come and use our facility. We have very good conference facility around, or use some of our services that are available. So our guest of honor, thank you very much for this opportunity. Allow me, therefore, to welcome my chair of council, who will say a few words, and then welcome you to be able to open this occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Principal. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Industrialization and Enterprise Development, Alan Duale, represented by Commissioner of Cooperatives, Patrick Musimi, the Principal, Cooperative University College of Kenya, Dr. Shikanda, the Chair of the ICD, Institute of Cooperative Development, Professor Esther Ichero, members of council here, ladies and gentlemen, it's my joy to welcome you all to Cooperative University College. And we know that next time we stand here, next year, we shall be the Cooperative University of Kenya. And so it's a journey that we are happy to walk. We've walked, and we know that next year we shall welcome you to a new institution. It is my joy to see this conference and to thank all those that have worked hard to plan the program, to plan the conference, to write papers, to come and present. And I do believe that you have a wonderful time here. One of the things that I'd like to emphasize in very few words is that even as we talk about the wonderful opportunities that lie in cooperative business through the cooperative movement, we need to remember all the time where we are located. This is Africa. This is in Africa. So that even as we say that Kenya is doing wonderful things with the cooperative movement, one of the reasons is because we have values that make us African that actually fire the cooperative movement. The other day, seated in Seattle, talking to various universities about this institution, and I decided to collaborate with them. I remember one person pointing out saying, never ever forget, Africans, that you have something you can teach us in America and even the Western world. You can teach us the power of cooperation versus the power of competition. The West built empires through competition. If you look at people like Steve Jobs, people like whoever have made exploits in the world of business, the world of IT, they don't move together with others, but they move alone, and they build empires. But then those empires don't mobilize the poorest of the poor. I was excited to talk to them, for example, about the use of the mobile M-Pesa, the M-Pesa money, in table banking in Kenya. Those are the levels which actually fire the cooperative movement. That women, 10, 12 women, sitting together, using M-Pesa in table banking, where actually they don't even touch the money, they just send each other through M-Pesa. The power of M-Pesa, which makes farmers in Narok sell their cows to people in Nairobi without having to leave Narok, and those cows are just picked up by huge trucks. The power of M-Pesa that makes a farmer of cabbages sit there and actually sell his cabbages from afar, because the gardener will just tell the person that is buying, pick up the cabbage, send money to the boss through M-Pesa. Those are some of the things that we need to package, even as we talk of cooperative business and its exploits. So it's my hope that even as we sit together and present our papers, we'll start asking ourselves what makes a difference. Because I do believe that in the years to come, we want to see the West come here and learn from us, learn from our institutions, and us present even international forums so that people can learn what it is in Africa that makes us different. And so it's my hope that as you present research, it will be research that will not just give us outcomes so that we file these wonderful papers in our libraries, but that we use them for the transformation of our communities and of our institutions, of our banks and our businesses and our corporates. It's my hope that beyond research, we shall continue with innovations in the business and in the cooperative business world. So that again, we have innovations that are transforming the very work of being cooperative business. That we shall make sure that these products that we find, that we come out with, and I say products, is whatever we have proved works as we do our research. We are able to package them in such a way that we can share them with one another and share them with the rest of the world. So I really do wish that you're going to have a wonderful time and thoroughly enjoy yourselves as you share. And we want to thank the visitors who are with us here, because we know that your presence brings us blessings in this university college. With those few words, I wish to welcome our guests to open today's conference. Commissioner Patrick Musimi is one of us, and it is our joy to have you, sir, as our chief guest. You're welcome.
Thank you, Chair. She's my boss, so I must also give her a lot of respect. I'm a council member. When the chair was introducing, she said she's seeing 2 council members, but we are 3. I thought the principal. So let me apologize on behalf of my cabinet secretary, who was supposed to be the guest of honor today. He is in his post. Yesterday we were here in a council meeting and we were leaving quite late, and I still thought he was going to come, but I was told he is sick. and we expected that to recover, but by night he was not able, he had not recovered, so I was told to come here. The other question is, where is the PS? The PS is senior than me. My PS had gone to Japan, and he also came last night, so he couldn't come. So maybe the other alternative was now me. So that's why I did. But I'm the one in charge of corporate development, so I thought maybe that was the best choice to come. So having said that, I just want to deliver the speech of the Cabinet Secretary as it is written, because I'm not supposed to change. And give the feelings of what he had to say if you were to be here. So the chairman of the Transitional Authority, Tinudia Mwangi, I think is supposed to be here. Members of the University Council, led by Dr. Mwiti, Salome is here. The others will be coming. The principal, Professor Douglas Standa, CEOs of companies, circles, and cooperatives who are here, the keynote speakers, distinct guests, sponsors of this conference, dean of faculties and directors of institutes, campuses and centers, chairmen and heads of departments, the students who are here, if there are any, and all other invited participants. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be part of this first annual international conference on Cooperative University College of Kenya on cooperative business. This conference comes at the most opportune time as our nation is on its heels for an industrial takeoff. I wish to laud the management of the Cooperative University College of Kenya for this initiative to bring cooperators in academia to rethink the model of cooperatives in this country, Africa, and the world at large. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this indeed is a very significant event aimed at providing a forum for interdisciplinary interactions among academia, researchers, policymakers, government and business leaders to exchange ideas with a view to finding suitable solutions to some of the challenges facing society, private and public organizations. The Cooperative University of Kenya continues to play a vital role in making Kenya's cooperative business model the best in Africa, and we are #1, and then the 7th in the world. We have continued to produce the much needed human resource base for the cooperative movement in Kenya and beyond. I am aware that your graduates are the most sought after by the employees in this industry. I challenge the university not to relent on quality cooperative education in its future growth prospects, continue being the icon Kenyans much deserve in higher education. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this morning marks the start of a journey for the next 3 days to seriously event on issues of cooperatives. The theme of this conference, Entrepreneurship and Technology for Sustainable Economic Development, spells the strides we are all taking to making cooperative enterprises shift and embrace the best business models. As you may all be aware, in Kenya, we have over 18,000 registered cooperative societies. Actually, the number is growing very fast. Cooperative enterprise, we have 18,000 registered cooperative societies. This has mobilized over 45% of the country's GDP. We must all agree that 1 billion members of cooperative ventures all over the world is a mass economic movement that cannot be ignored. In Kenya alone, membership in cooperative is over 14 million persons, and we have over 500,000 Kenyans directly employed by the cooperatives, as well as 1.5 million of Kenyans that benefit in one way or the other from the cooperative. This group of Kenyans cannot be ignored, and they are key pillar in making Kenya a great nation and in the achievement of Vision 2030. SACCOs in Kenya control deposits and assets of over 500 billion Kenya shillings. This tells us of the huge potential the movement has in transforming the economy of Kenya to grow the double digits in the next few years. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I have with keen interest looked at the sub-themes of this conference and its keynote speakers, which include innovation and technology, governance, finance, banking and risk management, cooperative development and management, food security and social policy, value chain management, business management and entrepreneurship. These sub-themes address what may have ailed the corporate movement in this country and in the continent over the last few years. I believe by the end of the 3 days conference, you as academics will come up with practical solutions to revitalize the corporate movement in Kenya. Let us not be proud of just being the best in Africa. We need to be the best in the world or globally. We are number one, so the country I think should be working towards becoming number one in the world. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to note that one of the key outcomes of this conference is the launch of a journal of African Journal of Cooperative Development and Technology. This journal is another first of the Cooperative University College of Kenya. It will create an immense resource and knowledge pool on the cooperatives, for the cooperatives and the cooperative scholars. I wish to once again laud the university on this move. It is my hope that the launch of this journal is an ignition spark into research on cooperatives in this country. Let this be the iota of much needed knowledge-based economy in cooperative movement. I'm aware that a few days ago, the university, through its commercial arm, Agri Training and Consultant Service Limited, ATC, launched Cooperative Information and Resource Center, CIRC, an information pool to the cooperatives. This, I'm happy to note, is a milestone the University College is undertaking to transform the cooperative sector in Kenya. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, technology is a vital element that cannot be ignored in any sector. Its use in transformation of the financial sector enhances efficiency in the rich world of the corporate enterprise in Kenya and in attracting more investors in this diversified field. I challenge the cooperatives to think of a transformative and revolutionary use of technology to attract more savings from the members, diversify products and improve service delivery. This will create a culture of savings among your groups and increase your capital bases. This will in turn create new possibilities and frontiers for entrepreneurship in Kenya. I'm happy to know that SACCOs in the country have brought great vibrancy in the dynamic financial sector in Kenya. Kenyans can now access loans from SACCOs for their economic prosperity, growth and development. This key role cannot go well along without the manpower that the Cooperative University College of Kenya continues to develop. I encourage you to keep up the spirit and capacity building for the rural and urban SACCOs and other forms of cooperatives. I'm aware that the university is working with various county governments in this venture. I encourage you to rope in all other counties on this. This will not only help in poverty alleviation in the rural areas, but bring hope to the people of Kenya. Let us as cooperators live to the true spirit and the principle that cooperative enterprises build a better world. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you are aware that circles and cooperatives operate in a complex and rapidly changing environment. There is need, therefore, for foresight and constant innovation in this area. I'm certain that the university, through the research organs, will do more studies in this to liberalize and bring new blood in the sector. I challenge the university to take a case of matatu sector in Kenya. This is a multi-million enterprise. When the government thought it was going to slice this business in circles, it saw its untapped and perhaps an abused potential. Circles were neglected by the government, came in and used the circle to build this sector. The sector is therefore sleeping giant that sparingly contributes to the growth of the Kenyan economy. Kenya is becoming globally competitive investment hub. Doing business in Kenya is much easier, and this is an opportunity I encourage all the cooperatives to take advantage of. By building cooperative incubation centers, your members will benefit from the knowledge they much need of you to grow their business and the cooperatives. I am certain that we are